Hello everybody, welcome to another episode of Mad as a Goat. Today I want to talk about, a topic which I've talked about before, and, YouTubers I've talked about before, and it's a common thing with ranters. Ranters always whinge about other users. Think of I Must Destroy All. Basically, 99% of his content is just whinging about other users. The other part of it is the character in the sequence at the start. It's just basically a whole channel of him as a character talking about other ranters. And, a lot of these people, they get really in-depth about what they're... they fucking research this shit. Some guy, 228 or whatever his fucking user is, right? He did this whole series on Onision. I did one episode about one instance, about one comment in a video, which is still kind of, lame when you think about it, that I was kind of leeching off what Onision does by having that. Not intentionally, but just because I brought that up. You can go watch the video yourself and decide if you like Onision or not. I will admit, some of his videos I have chuckled at. They come up in ads and I go and watch the actual thing and it's like, well, he sometimes puts a punchline together. He's not the worst thing on YouTube. There's many other popular YouTubers who are, I would say, a lot less talented. The guy, everyone goes, oh, he's untalented and he's a liar and he's this and he's that. But he can put a pretty well-produced video together. You have to admit, production quality has a lot of effort put into it. There's a lot of YouTubers who are much bigger than him who put a lot less. Like PewDiePie, again, another one that I've watched a few and I've gone, well, that was entertaining, I'll give him that. But still, it's not my cup of tea. I don't understand how you can just watch a guy over 1,000 videos play games for the most part. In my opinion, his best videos that he has on his channels are like songs that other people have made about him. They're a lot more entertaining than his actual content, and you gotta admit, it's not as hard as making like sketches with good, reasonably good production quality. So if you're gonna do a comparison there, Onision is better because he does put effort into his videos. Give the man that. And it would be easy now for me to go on a rant about all the stupid things he does, but everyone on this fucking platform does stupid things from time to time. There are ranters that I love, ranters that I think are goddamn excellent, but I can point out places where it was just like, no, I didn't like that. Like recently, Adosa Buckley, he did a song review, and because a lot of people complain that he does it usually about rap and trap music and all this stuff, they said do like a rock song, and he did a Black Keys song. And although I agreed with what he said, it wasn't very entertaining to watch. It just wasn't like Stupid Ho by Nicki Minaj. That's a great video by him. It's just constantly entertaining and funny. Whereas this one, not saying he's a bad YouTuber or that his content sucks, I'm just saying that this particular video was pretty boring. So really, a lot of this rivalry on the internet, a lot of the time stems from comments or, one video or this and that and the other, these separate occasions. But we have to remember to watch the thing in a whole. And that's what I did with Onision and PewDiePie, because I was thinking, I've made fun of them on my channel and put them in tags and leached off what they did. I may as well, for what views they possibly got me, I may as well go have a fair look at what they do. I like Onision better. He's not great. It's not something I'm going to watch regularly, but if it comes up in an ad, I'll at least give it a chance. A lot of people are quick to say, oh, he's done this, he's done that, and we hate him. But not everyone's quick to go, well, have we looked at it in a whole? So it's very easy to pick out a comment and say that you hate this person. Like even that one I did recently about that girl who put up the video where she said she wanted to collect welfare forever. I haven't watched any of her other videos just because you can tell by the production quality and the idea behind it that her content is probably going to suck. Now that is not to put that user down. I'm not saying don't watch it if you like it. I'm just saying I personally think it's pretty stupid. For all we know, that whole video where she's talking about work is just a joke. It could be like the biggest troll ever that so many people, including myself, ranted about. Even like that one, I think it was a couple of years back with the tampon sucker. That girl who, apparently took out a tampon and sucked on it. It's pretty gross. There's the real one. Takes a minute. Yeah, for all we know, she had like a little jar of juice down there and she's done a whole trick and basically a massive joke on the internet. Oh, you took that serious, I fully faked that. You don't know that. But we're quick to react and we're quick to comment. Nothing is wrong with being quick to comment. But I get annoyed when YouTubers fucking over and 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 over a fucking again go on about another user. Just fucking going on and on and on and on and on. If you don't like something, you can tell people that you don't like it. Share your opinion, nothing wrong, but move the fuck past it or learn to fucking deal with it. If you can't get away from the content, there must be something dragging you in, so watch more. If you can just say it and be done with it, then fine. But these people who, obsessively look for facts, like that some guy, 228 or whatever his user is, he did this series where he, got all these articles about this religion that Onision apparently made or something like that. What the fuck? You could be talking about anything. You have a platform to talk to thousands of people and you're talking about some guy you haven't even probably fucking met or talked to in person and actually realize who they actually are. It's most likely a character. I do Mad as a Goat. It's very honest, it's very close to who I am, but in normal conversation, I do not talk like this. You have to remember we're making videos, we're making entertainment, we're making content. This isn't who I actually am in full. Partly inspired by me just because that's a part of the human experience. You have your own personality and your own style and flair. My movements and inflections are my own. But, outside of this, I could be someone completely different. So you have to take that into consideration. And a lot of YouTubers make offensive content. I mean, I think it's very hypocritical of me to get offended and yell in a video about Onision doing possibly what was a joke and a massive troll about people cutting themselves and suicide and stuff. I probably got just too butthurt, and I'll admit that. That whole Onision video, I'll keep it there just because that was an opinion, and I'm not afraid to go back on what I've said when I've been proven wrong. It's possibly a very well done troll that got me. I'll admit it, that's probably what it was. And how am I gonna get offended at that and, say people who watch it are bad when I watch Filthy Frank? I mean, I'm not sure if you're familiar, just go take a look at any of his videos. I mean, he goes jokes with racism, jokes with fucking pedophilia, jokes with bestiality, he goes fucking everywhere. And I'm gonna turn around and get mad about this guy who's just doing a bit of a joke about suicide? It seems unfair and we get caught up on these tiny little arguments. Yeah, make your video, tell other people that you think it sucks, but don't just fucking go on and on and on about it. Now, this does change with popular music though. A lot of people are going to say now, oh, but you were feeling about Lil Jon and Drake. The reason why you're allowed to go on and on about that is unlike YouTube, which is usually on your phone or your computer, it's not something that you have to be exposed to. Music is different because it's played in stores and it's played in workplaces and on it goes. So this is something that I can understand people complaining about for a longer period just because you're going to be exposed to it more. For my whole life, at least once a week, I'm exposed to Living on a Prayer by Bon Jovi. I fucking hate that fucking song. I mean, as soon as that bass line, dun, 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 I'm like, stop, please. I mean, shit, this is wrong. Oh, God, I'm getting emotional just thinking about that horrible song. So that's different. But YouTube is this little thing. Now, maybe for some people it's their life. It's all they do. Like, I love my YouTube accounts. I love making videos. I enjoy this. This is fun for me. I'm having fun. I may seem angry and upset in these videos, but making videos is fun. The filming, the idea, the sharing, the rendering, every part I fucking enjoy and I love it. That's why I do it. I don't do it for recognition, obviously. I would have given up on this channel back at episode 23 when I was still, averaging 5 views a video. I don't give a crap about that. I just enjoy this. And that's why you should be here, just to enjoy it and make something new and give your viewers something different. You can do the same topic, but bring up something different and don't be petty. It's really bumming me out when I watch a ranter I really like get all petty, you know? And it's kind of funny me saying that because I am subscribed to I Must Destroy All, which is basically all of his content, but I admittedly really like the idea. You know, just of being completely anonymous, basically. I kind of like that idea. It was just taking the piss out of everyone. Taking the piss out of everyone. But there's some people who get on there, oh, he did this and fuck, shit, cunt. Get pissed off at your government. Get pissed off at, you know, crooked law enforcement. Get pissed off at people's, you know, just dishonest and mean and just self-obsessed behaviour. That's something to start yelling about when you have to deal with it. Oh, I don't like Anision, he's a narcissist. Then don't watch it. I mean, you know, I honestly don't care that he's a narcissist. I'm just there to be entertained. If one of your videos comes up and it entertains me, well, you know, that's cool, thank you. Yeah. In real life, do I care? No. Even about my favourite musicians. To be completely honest, I've been at music concerts, people like, you want to go to the signing? It's like, I was here to be entertained. I know that sounds very kind of dark, but in reality, you know, you got to be reasonable. I'm going to a signing, I'm going to get to meet them. They're going to meet 10,000 other people as well. It's still a job for them. They may enjoy it and they may get fun out of it, but it's still a job. They're going to go back on the road. They're going to go to another gig and meet another 20, 30, 40, 50, 60,000 people. So you got to be reasonable and you got to understand people's limitations and who they actually are. You may never know that person. Just either enjoy their content or ignore it. You know, and I've always had that policy with this channel. I'll make whatever I want to make. You want to watch it? Thanks. Thank you very much. You don't want to watch it? Well, that's fine. You don't have to. I'm not saying you have to subscribe and you have to like every video. Like it and subscribe if you think my content is worthy of it. And if you have a problem with my content, we can debate this. That's the way to do it. Get a debate going. I don't mind a good debate, but don't get petty. Don't get all cry and wussy bag, just argue facts. You know, someone comes along and says, your videos are lazy and stupid and your opinions are fucked and all this, and I'd argue the point, well, I do improvise all of these and I try to keep it as simple as possible to not distract from what I'm saying. That's basically the reason, true reason. I keep it simple, keep it sort of plain so you're not distracted from what the content is, which is what I'm saying, because I'm a ranter, as far as this channel is concerned. Anyway. That was my long rant about that. I'm done with it. Next episode will be something different. May even film it just after this. But for now, we're going to move the door just over here. And you can see it. And if you wouldn't mind reading along with me. Slowly. No? Okay. Mad as a goat. And there we are. That is the completion of this video. If you enjoyed it, thank you very much. That was my intention.